the basic, how Krishna's avatars flow. Shubhavilas Prabhu was very beautifully in Mapsa when he was there in Goa. He was explaining how the Lord also, just like a jiva, when he gets attracted to the Lord, he also keeps on experiencing newer and newer ecstasies. And he has a desire to experience or have reciprocation in as many of the rasas as possible. Similarly, we see uh, when Lord came as Nrsimhadeva. So when he came as Nrsimhadeva, he came from a pillar. So no Vatsalya rasa. Yes. Vatsalya rasa is only pillar. Now how can pillar reciprocate? But when Nrsimhadev came, gave shelter to Prahlad, he kept Prahlad on his lap and he was caressing his head and he was smelling his hairs, Prahlad Maharaj's hairs, and he was tapping on his forehead and shoulders. Yes. So at that time, Lord experienced such ecstasy. He thought, I am giving or I am expressing this love of Vatsalya towards Prahlad. He is feeling so nice. I am feeling so nice. But I have no one who has expressed Vatsalya towards me. मैं किसी का बच्चा नहीं बना. And that's how we see in all further incarnations. Be it Vaman, he has Aditi and Kashyap Muni. Ahead, Ram, he has Kaushalya and Dashrath Maharaj. Ahead, Krishna, yes, Devki Vasudeva, Nanda Yashoda. So it is his, that was one of the things. Even before that, Vatsya Kurma Varaha, as Varaha Dev, Lord just came out from the nostril of Brahmaji. Yes. And a better way of coming out from the nostril of Brahmaji was to come rightly in a very wonderful form. So, Nrsimhadev comes as half man, half lion, but directly a supreme personality of Godhead. There is no rasa exchange. Yes. The only rasa is giving shelter. But being under the shelter of someone, that rasa was missing. And that is how, in all further incarnation, Lord gets that rasa of being under the shelter of someone. He has parents. He has someone to look up to. Somebody who can say, hey, don't do this, and he'll have to follow. So we see Lord is wanting to become servant. Lord is wanting to experience the feeling of what it is to give oneself in somebody else's hands and just be. Yes. Lord is there, the master engineer, maintainer, and sustainer, creator, and annihilator of all the worlds. But he doesn't take much pleasure or much rasa in this exchange. And that is why all the leelas that Lord has with this material world, they are all called his secondary leelas. Even the names that the Lord has in sync with his material duties, Jagat Palak, Jagat Uddharak, Deena Vatsal, yes, all these names, they are, or Jagat Palak. So all these names, they are Gauna Nam. Mukhya Nam is all of his attributes and leelas that he does with his parshadas, eternal associates in spiritual world. Yes. So he is the giver of pleasure to his devotees in the spiritual world. He's called Govinda. He is the maintainer of so many cows. He's called Gopal. Yes. He is the son of Nanda and Yashoda. He's called Nanda Nandan, Yashoda Nandan. Yes. So like that, he roams around in Vrindavan. He's called Vrindavan Vihari. So Rasa Rasika, he performs Ras Leela. So all these are Mukhya Nama. So what is the difference between chanting of Gauna Nama and Mukhya Nama? The prema of the Lord can be received only from Mukhya Nama. Gauna Nama can give us liberation, but Gauna Nama cannot give us prema, Krishna prema. And that is why we see the Mahamantra comprises of three most important bija names or aksharas. So Hare, Krishna, and Ram. They are all direct addresses. Hare, O energy of the Lord, O Radharani, please engage me. In whose service? Krishna's and Ram's. One who's all attractive. Attractive not only to the people of the material world, but even to the denizens of Swarga, even to his eternal associates in Goloka Vrindavan, he is very much attractive. So that all attractive feature encompasses everything that the Lord does. And he not only is very dear to everyone, he gives pleasure to everyone. In seemingly Leelas wherein Radharani is showing man or somebody showing anger towards Krishna, that all emotions is also generated by rasa, a sense of wanting to please the Lord. Yes. So just like we see sometimes housewives will deliberately pick up quarrels. Why? Just to have some rasa. Yes. And these quarrels are not taken very seriously by the husbands. They know this is all an exchange of loving relationships. Yes. So, like this, when even seemingly unfavorable situations are there, even with Krishna and his devotees, they are all to engage Lord and his for his pleasure in variegatednesses of rasas. When we analyze Krishna and Krishna's behavior, when we analyze the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we should always keep in paramount consideration the concept of rasa vichar. Not only Shakti vichar or Kripa vichar, it is rasa vichar. And when we actually think from the point of view of rasa, then many things that seemingly are inconceivable from a material point of view that are happening here or in spiritual world, they also will become very, very easily understood, because the paradigm, the subject matter, the way in which we see things changes. Yes. So Lord Narsimhadev is in want of Vatsalya, and he experiences Vatsalya in all incarnations ahead. So then he came as Vaman. Now Vaman is a Batu, he's a Brahmachari, he's a Brahmana, doesn't get married. He has only Vatsalya Rasa. Yes, mother and father, Aditi and Kashyapa. So he thought, I should have a wife also. So that desire in order to fulfill, yes, we have the Lord coming as Ram. When he has a consort, Sita Devi. But Sita and Lord Ram's conjugal relationship also is covered with awe and reverence. Yes. Even Lord's Vatsalya Rasa, yes, Kaushalya and Dasharath, it is covered with awe and reverence. We see when Lord Ram is going into exile. Yes. So at that time, Kaushalya and Dasharath, they both say, don't go. Don't go. But to the extent that Dasharath Maharaj says, oh my dear Lord Ram, I tell you to take the sword and chop off my head and go and sit on the throne. In this way, both of us will be perfect. You are supposed to sit on throne, so you sit on throne, you are perfect. You chop off my head so that I am not I'm absolved of the so-called sin of breaking my vow. Prana jai par vachan na jai. So to that extent, Dashrath Maharaj goes. Yes. And when the Lord gets married, so the Leelas between uh, Sita Devi and Lord Ram, they are having Gaurava on awe and veneration. So the Lord is hankering for unbridled Madhurya. Yes. A sense of Madhurya where there is no concept of having any restriction. And that's why he comes in the form of Krishna. He marries 16,108 queens. Oh Lord. Yes. So who can think of marrying 16,108 wives? We may think, but do we have the capacity to keep them? Yes. The Lord kept each and every one of them in palatial mansions, all made of rubies and gold and emeralds and diamonds and ivory and whatnot. अच्छा, हर एक के लिए एक एक घर आशियाना बना भी देंगे, लेकिन फॉर अस एवरी कॉन्सर्ट ऑफ आवर्स विल हैव वन डे, मंडे आपके साथ, ट्यूसडे आपके साथ, वेडनेसडे आपके साथ. द लॉर्ड इज नॉट लाइक दैट. द लॉर्ड इज expanding himself into 16,108, and one Krishna is entering one mahal. And then Narad Muni is fully astounded to see how each and every Krishna who goes in each and every palace of each and every one of his queens, they are all doing independent functions. And the next day morning, they all come and they all become one Krishna, and that Krishna enters into Sudharma Sabha. So this expansion we can't do. Yes. Third, to each and every one of these 16,108, Krishna gave 10 children. Is that possible? Not at all possible. So Krishna's everything is superlative. We have to understand this. Yes. When Krishna comes, as living entities, we do two faults. Fault number one is, if I cannot do something, then Krishna should also not do it. Then he is my God. We bring down Krishna to my level. If I cannot have a girlfriend, when I have a girlfriend, everybody says, hey, kya chal kya rahi hai? Yes. Or if I have an extramarital affair, yeah, what is this? The greatest taboo. But then Krishna has it perfect. Yes. Unlimited of it. He is called Rasa Rasika. He is called Rasik Shekhar. Yes. He's unlimited of everything. So if I go and steal from someone, people will lodge a police complaint. I'll be arrested. But when Krishna steals, yes, he is called Navanita Chora. Yes. He steals the hearts of his devotees. Yes. He runs away from the battlefield. He's called as Ranachodarai. So in everything that he does, there is a degree of superlativeness. And everything is perfectly pure because he doesn't do anything for his pleasure. Just like a devotee doesn't do anything for his or her own pleasure. Where from this quality is coming? This quality is streaming from Krishna's own quality, that he doesn't do anything anytime for his own pleasure. He is always concerned only for the welfare of his devotees, and he does things in order to reciprocate rasa with his devotees. The exchange of rasa is of paramount consideration in Krishna's Leelas, Lord's Leelas. And we see that as incarnations come, Krishna's gambit of experiencing rasa and reciprocating rasa experiencing rasa himself and reciprocating rasa with his devotees increases. And the final culmination of all that rasa experience is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. He is coming in order to taste the love of Radharani. He is coming in order to experience how Radharani is feeling 10 million times more pleasure in serving Krishna than Krishna is feeling in getting served or being served. He is wanting to experience that immense pull that Radharani has towards him. And because Radharani knows that Krishna will not be able to control himself, Radharani covers Krishna's body with her own skin. Yes, and that is how Krishna transforms into Gauranga. Radharani's Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Krishna transforms into Gauranga and experiences the culmination of all the rasas in their degree of superlativeness. So, just Gaur Purnima has gone some days back. It's a very beautiful thought and meditation that Lord Chaitanya is the supreme connoisseur of all rasas, even more than Krishna himself, because Krishna experiences that rasa, yes, but not Gauranga Mahaprabhu takes the heart, takes the bhav of Radharani, Krishna's most supreme devotee, and he goes in that bhav of devotee. And that experience is much more than his own experience of ecstasy, because it is the ecstasy that is being experienced by his supreme devotee, Radharani. Yes. So it is 7 o'clock. Thank you very, very much for being in today's morning program. We will meet again Friday. Hare